Dude, you're not really going to play that, are you?
Hey, dude, yeah, I grew up on this.
You also grew up on Fruity Pebbles and Honeycomb. You still eat those?
I might. Hello and welcome to the darkened room of music conversation. I'm Chris.
And I'm Darren.
And we did an episode not long ago about songs we hated, but now love.
Yeah.
We think we'll do the opposite tonight.
I like it.
Yeah. There are songs, that everyone loved at the beginning, and maybe it didn't age well. Yeah. Maybe, too much time had passed. Maybe you had matured, didn't have the same feeling towards it.
Yeah.
We all have those songs.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Maybe it got played too much. Maybe it was a pop song that got played 5 billion times, and you just never want to hear it again.
Or maybe stylistically, you just, it's just too much embedded in a certain era.
Yeah.
And you just don't enjoy the sound anymore.
Right. Could stir up bad memories or whatever. There's all kinds of criteria for this list.
Exactly.
So we're going to get into songs we loved, but now we kind of hate them.
Yeah.
All right, you want to start off with your list?
Yeah, we're going to do 5 each.
Yeah.
And I'll start mine off with the song from 1989. I really liked this song when it was new, but it didn't, even back then it started wearing thin on me. Now, I can't even listen to it at all.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about Billy Joel, We Didn't Start the Fire.
Oh, you know what? I didn't like that one from the beginning.
I did. I liked it for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, I never want to hear this again. And I don't know, songs that list a lot of stuff just for the point of listing things. I mean, it's an educational song. Don't get me wrong. It's good for what it is. I'm sure it took him a long time to write it.
You probably did.
But I just, and I like him. I love him.
Yeah, me too.
But I just never want to hear that song ever again.
Yeah, I don't blame you. And, I liked r.e.m's Into the World as We Know It.
Yeah.
I think that was far more creative.
I agree.
And when that song came out, I'm like, he's just doing that.
Yeah.
It's just a listing song.
Yeah. Well, I think it was all kind of a take on the Bob Dylan kind of thing.
Oh, totally. Subterranean Homesick Blues was the same way. Yeah, absolutely.
And NXS kind of borrowed from that in one of their videos.
They did, but they did it cleverly, too. I love Mediate, right? Yeah. That's what we're talking about?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, while we're talking about r.e.m., I'm going to go to my next...
Okay.
To my first one.
All right.
And it's actually a band that I absolutely love.
Yeah.
I love their entire catalog. I saw them at the r.e.m, which was an amazing show. But I do not want to hear Stand ever again.
Yeah, and what was the show with Chris Elliott? Remember, it had it was the theme song.
It was. I forgot about that.
Around that time, it started wearing thin on me too. So I get that. Yeah. I thought you were going to say Shiny Happy People.
That one does. I don't know why. Doesn't bother me that bad.
It doesn't bother me either.
Stand. I don't know. Yeah. I can't put my finger on it, but it's like it just doesn't feel the same to me anymore.
I get it, man.
Yeah.
I get it. All right, well, we're going to go to 1999 for my next choice. And I like this song when it came out. And, it's good for what it is. And once again, I'm not putting down any of these artists or any of these songs for being good or bad. They just didn't age well with me. And this song sucks. I never want to hear ever again Voodoo by Godsmack.
I don't either.
I just don't.
I would extend that to Godsmack's entire catalog.
Yeah.
Although Whatever was such a good song.
That was a pretty good song.
That one, I can still live with that one.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if you like Godsmack.
You know? Once again, it's not an indictment on the group. You can like and listen to whatever you want. I'm just saying, for me personally, I don't ever want to hear it again.
Yeah, I really don't either. I'm with you on that. All right, so far we're agreeing.
Yes,
That's
we are.
Awesome. All right.
We are.
All right, so my next one is actually a rap group that I really admire and respect.
Yeah.
They put a lot of creativity in their music, and they're great. It's, they're awesome.
Yeah.
But they branched way out, and this one particular song by them hit the alternative chart, the pop chart, the urban chart. It was
my interest is peaked here. I don't know
over the place. Outcast, Hey Ya.
Wow. See, I thought you were gonna say Outcast when you first said that. You said creative.
Yeah.
I'm kind of tired of that one too.
Yeah, that wore thin so fast.
Yeah.
And I loved it when it first came out because it was so different. It's like, oh my God, this is Outcast.
Right.
But real instruments, acoustic guitar.
Maybe a victim of being overplayed. A song that's
might be it.
Not on my list, but one that's kind of in a similar way was the Gnarls Barkley song. Crazy. That one kind of got just worn out.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, but I
actually
like
still love that
song.
song.
I do too. I do too. But I could understand that, Hey Ya just got so overplayed. All right, up next for me, this is one that, once again, I kind of liked it for like 5 minutes. And it's not an indictment on her in general, although she didn't have a whole lot of success outside of this. But I never want to hear this song ever again. Meredith Brooks' Bitch.
Yes, I guessed right.
And now let me say this, because I don't like to say anything bad without saying something good. She has another song called What Would Happen that I absolutely love it. I don't know how it wasn't a monster hit when it was released. Far superior to Bitch. But the Bitch song, thumbs down. That song.
But we know why Bitch was released.
Yeah,
we know why. Alanis Morissette. Yeah. So,
and they were signed it. And from what I understand, Meredith is a really cool lady.
Yeah,
I'm sure she is, and she struggled a long time before she made it. So props for hanging in there, her stick-to-itiveness. But I just never want to hear that song ever again.
Yeah, congrats on the success. But we're done.
We're done. See ya.
All right. So my next song, I'm going to have to once again quote Barry from High Fidelity.
Okay.
Is it in fact unfair to criticize a formerly great artist for his Latter-day sins? Is it better to burn out or fade away? Now, this isn't a specific artist, it's a group.
Okay.
I love everything they've done in their career. In fact, in 1966, they released an album that is considered one of the most influential albums of all time, and I agree with that. But in 1988, they had a little comeback on a soundtrack to a movie starring Tom Cruise. You know what you're talking about.
Beach Boys.
I don't ever again want to hear Kokomo by the Beach Boys.
All right. Full disclosure, I actually like that song.
Yeah, I loved it too.
I like it.
But it has not aged well with me.
Yeah, I could probably live without hearing that one too.
Yeah.
So, we're agreeing. We're agreeing on this so far.
Awesome. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah.
All right. Well, up next for me, I know you're going to agree with this one. Once again, we're going to the 90s for this. I did like this song at first, but man, you talk about if I could eliminate one song off the face of the earth, this would be it.
This is probably going to be on my list too.
Tub Thumping.
Yes.
By Chumbawamba.
That's actually my number one.
I hate that freaking song. And I did enjoy it when it was out. I thought it was creative, the way it was produced and stuff. But something about that song just does not age well with me.
There's something to be said about that last half of the 90s.
Yeah.
You could pick on Sugar Ray. You could pick on Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
But this was the pinnacle right here.
Yeah.
Of a throwaway song.
A one-hit wonder.
And
total garbage.
Overplayed.
Yeah.
And it's just awful.
Yeah.
Awful. But for some reason, I loved it when it came out.
At first, I remember when I first heard it, I'm like, this song's kind of cool. And then it was like, I don't know. Once I hit my limit with it, that was it.
Yeah, and it didn't take long for that limit to be hit for me. All right, since we agree on that one, go ahead with your next one.
All right, well, we're up to the number one, right?
Yeah.
The last choice. Okay, this is a song I did like. This is a great artist. I mean, it kind of pains me to even have an artist like this on the list, but hey, it is what it is. This is my most hated song possibly ever. But he's a great artist. I just want to reiterate that.
Okay, yeah.
Old Time Rock and Roll by Bob Seger.
Really?
I cannot stand that song.
I can understand that.
I despise that song. I hate it with a passion, quite frankly. I don't know, man. I hit my limit on that one sometime in the 80s, and I never, ever relented from my hatred for that song.
Wow. I don't hate it like that. I still actually kind of like it, but I think it's because I purposefully walked away from it for a couple decades. I just hadn't.
I wish I would have. It seems to follow me around.
It wasn't that long ago I heard it again, and I'm like, okay, I still kind of like it, but
it feels like it's been stalking me forever. I'm gonna file charges against it because I hate it. I really do.
Yeah. All right, so I'm on my last one. Then it's not my number one because we kind of already talked about that, but this is a group that is kind of popular to hate in the vein of Nickelback.
Okay.
And, that whole early 90s grunt rock movement.
Yeah.
This is a band that I really, really loved when they first came out.
Okay.
And this is from their second album, and I was loving it too. But now it's like, I just can't anymore. Higher by Creed.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
You're
ever
not gonna
want to
get
hear
any
that
arguments
again.
with me on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good choice, man.
Yeah, I that style of music is kind of worn thin on me.
Yeah.
I know recently, we listened to some of that active rock stuff that's current now, and I didn't hate it to then,
Right.
But I can't deal with this anymore. This song.
There's something about that style. I just don't get it that much, And even back then, it wore thin on me very fast. It was like. It was just too, I don't know if it was formulaic is the right word, but there's something about it that's just dull and boring.
Yeah. And of course, at the time when Creed's first album came out, it was kind of a fresh sounding thing because we hadn't heard a lot of that.
Yeah, it was kind of straddling
through the late 90s and all that. So
it was kind of straddling the middle ground between like Pearl Jam and Matchbox 20 or something, but with with a little more edge at times.
Exactly right. Yeah.
So I could kind of see where people liked it. I kind of thought in that style. I personally kind of like Three Doors Down better.
Oh yeah,
than that
band. See, I still like them.
Yeah, they were like heavier Matchbox 20 or something.
Exactly right. Yeah. So how about you? What song has worn thin on you to the point where you just want to crush everything about it?
Well, we can throw some honorable mentions out here.
Okay.
Another couple. Anything by Limp Bizkit. I have no time.
Yeah, I don't want to hear them anymore either.
Yeah, I just don't enjoy it at all.
Yeah.
That would probably be the biggest honorable mention for me.
Yeah, I don't really have any honorable mentions like that, but I will agree with that. So we'll share that one.
All right, well, let us know what you think. Anything that you used to listen to but now you hate, drop it in the comment section.
Yes.
Thanks for watching this episode of In a Darkened Room. You can find the link to this episode's companion Spotify playlist in the description. Darren and Chris welcome your comments. You can leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. Follow In a Darkened Room on Twitter to receive updates and submit your ideas for what we should discuss in upcoming episodes. Darren and Chris are also on Instagram, so give them a follow there as well. All of these links can be found in the description below. While you're there, be sure to click subscribe and ring the bell.
All right, random topic time, and let's do our favorite one, the trivia box.
All right. Is it my turn to draw?
Yeah, draw one out for us there.
All right. Always draw two.
I don't know.
I'm greedy like that.
I guess so, yeah.
The category is the 80s.
Oh, here we go.
We got this. Okay, of course we do. In 1986, who had a #1 hit with the remake of the Mindbenders' 1966 hit, A Groovy Kind of Love? All right. In 3,
well, we know that,
2, 1.
Phil Collins.
Yeah. And I would have to say that I pretty much always hated that song. And I hated Phil Collins' version of it. I just didn't dig it.
I didn't hate it. I actually kind of liked it. I thought it was kind of cool. His take on it.
Yeah. And I love Phil. Nothing but respect for him. But
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. This whole episode, we want you to know that we're not trying to hate
not trashing
on
or
anything. Yeah. No. These particular songs, just with us personally,
wore thin.
We
to the point we never want to hear them anymore.
Exactly. We just don't want to hear them.
And everybody out there has those songs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, all right, guys, thanks for joining us. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Click the like button if you liked what we said. And we'll see you again soon. Take care.